With only 8 match days left in this La Liga season, we as football fans are gearing up to see one of the most exciting, tightest and eventful La Liga title races in recent memory. At the moment of recording this video, Atletico Madrid sit at the top with 67 points. In second comes Real Madrid with 66, and in third we see Barcelona with 65 points. Compared to La Liga, let's say in seasons prior, this year it has been uncharacteristically unpredictable. There's been plenty of movement atop of the table, with no team being truly consistent the entire season. Therefore, with a campaign set for a photo finish, there is plenty to unpack. Join us in this episode of Hashtag and Filter as we perform an in-depth analysis at who of Atletico Madrid, Barcelona and Real Madrid will come out on top by the end of it. What's going on, guys? ¿Cómo están? BugaLuis here and welcome back to another video here on the channel, and I would like to begin off by taking a look at Diego Simeone's Atletico Madrid, the team who is currently in charge at the top of La Liga. Atletico's Madrid season has really been the textbook definition of a fall from grace. They started off the season with a breed of new ideas and full of energy. Their usual defensive-minded approach was completely thrown out the window in exchange for a more expansive and attacking brand of football. Simeone here tried something new for a while. For the first time, I would say ever in his career, he tried to accommodate the traits of his players into a system rather than imposing the system onto the players. A hybrid 4-4-2 formation that shifted to a back 3 in attack was the key for Atletico's unbeaten run to the first 9 matches of this campaign. After a loss in the Madrid derby against Real, they regained possession once again and continued to push for the title, winning 8 straight games. By January, they were 11 points clear, and since November the 28th, they've maintained the lead ever since. However, from then onwards, they've only won 17 out of a possible 33 points, drawing 5 times and losing twice. Their sleeping form can be partially attributed to injuries and, I'll say, a coronavirus outbreak during the mid-season, but it's also a story of losing momentum and reverting to their old ways. Why did Simeone change a tendency that saw them rank upwards? Why was he so afraid against Chelsea in the Champions League? And most importantly, why did he let go of the back 3 and cowardly turned again into a 4-4-2 defensive unit? Injuries may be the answer, but I believe it's somewhat of a victim complex. In the 3-4-1-2 that we saw from Simeone, he had finally cracked the code for many of his players. Hermoso was instrumental in building from the back, Lodi was commanding in the left flank, Lemar looked like a new signing as a number 10, and Suarez plus João Felix was a partnership made in heaven. Simeone here felt the pressure of Barcelona and Real Madrid trekking forward, kind of like chasing the pack. And instead of simply continuing with the risky formation, which on paper it is, he reverted back again into the 4-4-2 and decided to defend the lead just like he would on an on-field game in seasons prior. He just had that mindset of defending what he had. I say all of this, but yet they still remain top and are currently finding themselves only 1 point clear of second place in Real Madrid. They have scored 52 goals so far this season in the league, ranked 3rd, only 1 goal behind Real Madrid, and are headlined by leading goal scorer Luis Suarez. We know him very well with 19 goals. Defensively, they've also had now the best record in the league, only conceding 20 goals. And even though Suarez is still injured and his presence will be certainly missed, I think there's more enough tools to make a good enough remaining of the campaign for Atletico Madrid moving forward. Looking ahead at Atletico Madrid's schedule, it's actually very demanding, but it might look different because 6 of the 8 teams remaining in their match days are actually in the bottom half of the table. But if you realize that they are Real Valladolid, Atletico Bilbao, Real Sociedad comes 1 week after May the 9th where they face Barcelona, it really makes you see that Atletico Madrid will not have easy games. With the top of the table as congested as it is, Los Colchoneros will have to regain their early season form in order to finish as champions. Even though they are first right now, the form indicates that their first place position can easily slip out of their hands. And this is something I believe could happen. Real Madrid's season has been the complete opposite of Atletico's. A slow start has developed into a very hot finish. In their first 11 games, Los Merengues only won 5 games, drew twice and lost 3 times. That placed them 4th in the table, and it looked like defending the championship would not repeat again. Since then, something has clicked though, and they have been on a very impressive run from early December till today. Real Madrid have only lost once and have won a possible 49 out of 60 points. Zinedine Zidane is a manager that likes to keep things simple, but sometimes keeping those things simple is the harder thing to do. He has set very good foundations in his team, and now they look for a European double. They want to go for the Champions League as well as La Liga title. And if I was a merengue, I would be very excited of what they could achieve this season. Along with Barcelona, Real Madrid are the hottest team right now in Spain, having won 4 on the trot. They have the second most goals in the league with 53 and are tied for the second best defensive record. Despite the several injuries they have sustained this season, Karim Benzema has continued to solidify himself as their most important player and talisman. The Frenchman has tallied 19 goals and 6 assists in the league, which is not a small number by any means. Their last 8 matches are hard. They are filled with very tough opponents. But come, let's say, last season, where Real Madrid had a very similar situation, Zinedine Zidane was good enough to make them all shift into finals mentality, where Real Madrid just basically grinded out those results perfectly, no matter in how they play, but simply about getting those 3 points. And, well, they ended up winning the league last year. Against the current top 5 teams in the league, Real Madrid have beaten Barcelona twice, beaten Atletico Madrid and drawn with them once, drawn twice with Real Sociedad and beaten Sevilla. Their most notable remaining opponents include Sevilla on May the 9th, the same day that Barcelona play Atletico Madrid, and other teams who can grind out results like Getafe, Athletic Bilbao and Real Betis, who just drew with Atletico Madrid. After winning this past weekend's El Clásico, their title hopes are high as ever, but Real still have a long road ahead. And if they continue to progress in the Champions League now, then it might just be kind of all lining up perfectly for Zidane to lift yet another UCL and another title this season. While Barcelona find themselves 3rd in the table, they are still in a position to win their illustrious 27th La Liga title. The recent El Clásico loss was a hard blow and means the league is now out of their hands. They can win all of the last 8 remaining games, but they will still need one of the 2 top teams to slip up. Something which shouldn't really take away from the massive turnaround that we've seen in Koeman's team since the start of the season. They won 4 of their first 10 matches, lost another 4 and drew twice, including a gut punch losses to both Atletico Madrid and Real Madrid. After match day 10, Barcelona sat 5th in the table. After that particular loss against relegation-threatened Cádiz in December, the Catalans went on a scorching hot streak, turning their season around, winning 51 points out of a possible 57, including an impressive run of 16 wins out of 19 matches. If I'm being completely honest, they were the hottest team in Europe just because Manchester City were slowly dipping in form at that stage, and Bayern Munich were also not the team that they used to be. And even with that being so, we'll take a look at Barcelona, and they are the highest scorers here in La Liga. And it shows that something is actually working for them, but Koeman must do better when it comes to these big games. The Blaugrana have the best attack in the league with 69 goals, led by none other than the league-leading goal scorer Lionel Messi with 23 goals and 9 assists. In fact, a staggering 44% of their goals have involved Messi somewhat. Their defense is the 4th best in the league, having only conceded 26 goals, which is actually a surprise. Despite stepping up in the second half of the season, there is the common thread that I just mentioned. Throughout Barcelona's 2021 campaign, there has been an inability to step up in the big games. In La Liga, they performed well against 4th place Sevilla, 1 win and 1 draw, and 5th place Sociedad with 2 wins, but flatter against the Madrid sides, losing all of their 3 matchups so far. As I just mentioned, the recent El Clásico loss was certainly a huge blow for them, for the players and the fans. Their title hopes were almost kind of scrambled. but admittedly they have some demanding games remaining, but the squad will still have to find ways to bounce back if they are to make this campaign something to remember. Barcelona still have to face Getafe, Villarreal, Valencia and Atletico Madrid on May the 9th, which may be the most consequential game for the rest of the season. To determine whether Real Madrid, Barcelona or Atletico Madrid are gonna finish top, I've made a quick prediction as to all of the remaining fixtures, and I'm gonna straight 3, 1 or 0 points where I see fit. My prediction gives it so Atletico Madrid and Barcelona draw on points, but unfortunately this would mean that the Blaugranas will lose the overall championship because Atletico Madrid are winning in head-to-head records, which basically means that since they won the game against us in the Wanda Metropolitano and then of course drew the game that I predicted here at the Camp Nou, they will be crowned La Liga title winners. It is really tight indeed. It is really tight indeed. It was hard to predict these 8 games, but with only, 8 of them left as well, there is no room for a slip-up. Only 3 months ago, it looked like Atletico Madrid were bound to win their first league title in 7 years, but their fall combined with Real and Barcelona's resurgence has shaken things up somewhat. The form indicates that Real Madrid are currently favorites, and that is the case in my opinion, but even though they're in second place, Barcelona and Atletico Madrid will be hoping that they falter somewhat due to still playing in the Champions League. Barca have come a long way from their early season selves. Despite the 2-1 loss to Real Madrid in the Clásico, they're a more unified team than ever before, and have had stretches of play that can bring optimism to all culés. So for Barcelona to win the league, of course they will need some sort of luck. They may need some referee decisions to go their way that may be controversial to say the least. Real Madrid are in a very similar position, albeit they need less of luck, may say like that, because they only have one more team ahead of them, that is Atletico Madrid. And if we focus on Atletico Madrid, well, they could very much possibly win all of the last 8 remaining games, and that will make it a very easy title for them. But seeing how they've been playing so far, I do feel that their slump in form might continue for 1 or 2 more matches indeed. So yes, that's gonna be my prediction for La Liga, and that's gonna be it. I don't know how to wrap it up, so I'm just gonna wrap it up. That's gonna be everything for right now, guys. Hope you have enjoyed. Be sure to let me know in the comment box down below what do you think of this video. If you learned anything new, consider subscribing to watch more videos just like this one. And yeah, see you in the next one. Take care. Ciao, ciao.